Hey guys, it is I, Dylan. I don't know, that was a weird intro, but whatever the case. Anyways, in today's video, so since it's been like about a year and a half, I think, since I made some videos called the top 5 best things about being blind and the top 5 worst things about being blind, in my opinion. And like I said, it's been over a year and a half since I made that video, so I wanted to make updates to those videos. And so in this particular video, unfortunately, it won't have the music and edits and all that because things suck, but it is what it is. But I figured I could at least make this a new thing, a new updated list, and you could just see where things have changed, and some will be the same, but you know. But today's will be the top 5 best things about being blind. And so we're going to get into the list with my number 5. So, this was one that I don't believe was in my old list, but my number 5 is appreciating things that most people can't, or at least being able to appreciate them more. So, for instance, what I'm talking about is a year ago, I went to New Jersey for the first time, and I actually went on the beach and the boardwalk. And I had never been on a beach before. I'd never done that. Never was at the ocean. And sure, if you had sight, you would have been able to take in the ocean view, the boardwalk view. But of course, I didn't have sight, so that's not what I got to appreciate. What I got to appreciate was it was a perfect day, by the way. The rest of the trip that we were there, it was super hot, but that one day was perfect for the beach. And so basically getting to feel the sand on my feet, it not being too hot, but being able to get to feel the sand on my feet, being able to hear the waves, the tide receding and like coming forward in the waves of the water, getting to hear that in real life, not just sounds, actually being there and experiencing it, smelling the ocean and the ocean air, getting to, hear like everything on the boardwalk going on, just walking on the wood of the boardwalk, getting to hear all the seagulls flying around, and, feeling the temperature change when you get down more near the water. It's more cool than like up more. So I got to experience like the change in temperature from going down. So like stuff like that. People can appreciate those things too, but they're going to be more focused on their eyes and they focused on seeing things instead of using their other senses, where I get to appreciate things more, based on my touch, my smell, and my hearing and taste. If I'm trying some new food, I tried like a thing, I went to like the Rainforest Cafe there, and I tried a thing called a Rainforest Ricky, which is like a fruit blended juice or whatever. And it was great. It was so great. I had like 3 of them while I was there. That's how good it was. It was like the best thing I've ever tasted in my life. But so I get to appreciate just different things in different ways, and appreciate them more. Like touching stuff, I like the feel of certain objects and material, and and like the sounds of certain things. So I get to appreciate those things more. So yeah, that's my number 5. Next is my number 4, which is the same as last time, but it's still here because it's still up one of the best, I think. And for me personally, anyways, is that light does not bother me and like affect me really in the normal way a normal person would. So like for instance, if my girlfriend came in and I was sleeping or trying to sleep, normally if you have sight and they flick on the lights, even though your eyes are shut, you're gonna see it. And now normally my eyes are always shut. I don't have them open. Just to let you know that my eyes are always closed. But even if they were, light still doesn't really bother me. So when she flips on the light, it doesn't bother me. I sleep just fine. When the sun is rising and it's blasting through my window and into my face, Now, I mean, it's supposed to do that. The sun is supposed to wake you up naturally. But if you have a different bit of a schedule, you don't want that. And with me being blind and stuff, the sun does not wake me up unless it makes me hot. But otherwise, as far as the light goes, it doesn't wake me up. Then of course, if I'm walking outside and the sun's really bright, it won't bother me at all. If, someone tries to shine a light at me, you're not going to hurt me or do anything. So just light does not affect me, as I said, and made a Pokemon joke in the last one. But, yeah. So, yeah, light just does not affect me at all. And it's great. It's great for those types of purposes and everything. So that is my number 4. My number 3 is the same, but there's things added to it. And that is not using as much electricity. So this kind of has a few things tied to it. So not using as much electricity, which in turn saves money, of course. But there's so much more to it than that. So, of course, when my girlfriend's at work and just at home, I have all the lights off usually. So not only am I saving on light bulbs, I'm just saving on electricity being on for those things. And then on my TV and PS4, I like, depending on what I feel like, if I don't want to wear headphones, then I will have the TV on because I need the speakers. But if I plug headphones into my PS4 controller, I can listen to what I'm listening to without turning the TV on at all, and then that saves electricity. But there's some more stuff to it than that. So these are the kind of the new things I thought about and realized about just not using as much electricity. This one isn't so much about using electricity as much as it is, I guess, if the power goes out, I'm not as screwed. Because, when the power goes out and it's like night or something, people can't get around their homes because it's too dark. But I don't need light. So when the power goes out, I can get around the house perfectly easy. It's like, so that doesn't hindrance me in any way. So that's kind of nice. But also another nice thing is my battery lasts longer because a lot of people's phones, the most of the battery goes towards the screen, and I don't need the screen, or the screen brightness, so I have it turned all the way down. And in some cases, you can have it completely off by having this black layer over your phone, so people can't see what you're doing if you're out and about. And that pretty much turns it all the way off. And because of that, I save on a lot of battery. And so if the power is out, also, I have internet on my phone, so I'm good there. But my phone will last longer, and we have a battery pack to charge phones in those situations. So once I get it charged, it'll last me a lot longer. So so I just save on electricity all around and all those sorts of things. So it's really awesome. It's really cool. Saves me money, and so that is my number 3. My number 2 is. This might sound slightly similar to number 5, but it's not. And that's appreciating things. Not more like the 5th one, but it's appreciating what I have in life, basically. So it is different. And what I mean by that is, so when I had sight, and I've always had bad eyesight, and I've talked about this and stuff, but so I still had sight and could live, and I really took it for granted. Because normally you can see everything, and then just think about when you just can't. It's gone, and you take your sight for granted. And I know it's hard to really think about that, but because I did lose my sight and I took it for granted, it taught me to appreciate everything I have and never take anything for granted. Appreciate every single thing you have. Because you may always feel comfortable that, you're always going to have this, but that may not always be the case. So you need to enjoy what you have, use it to your fullest, live life to the fullest, and never take those things for granted, and to be able to just appreciate everything you have more. And I think that's a really important one that going blind for me has taught me. And that is my number 2. And then my number 1 is still the same, but I think it is still important, and is that the best thing about being blind is that it teaches you and makes you stronger as a person. It makes you become stronger as a person and be able to adapt more and do more things and become stronger. It's hard in the beginning, but once you get past that, like once you can get past the loss, it makes you stronger. You're stronger mentally, emotionally. You still have your bad days, and I think that's how mostly it'll always be. But in all, you are stronger, can deal with things better, and can adapt better. And I think it's a very important thing and very useful, since you've gone through so much. Just to have that as something that you can look back on, like, this made me stronger. This made me better. And so this made me, see things that I wouldn't normally see in a different way, and like to adapt and adjust and push beyond what you thought you could do. And so that's why I think it's great. So that is my number one. And so, yeah, that is my updated top 5 best things about being blind list. I really doubt in the years that I'll need to update this list anymore. This is probably the last video I'll do on it, unless some crazy things happen in my life and I really feel like I need to update this list. But I think between the first set I did and these, this pretty much covers everything, in my opinion, about the best things about being blind. For me personally, anyways, right? It depends on person to person. But yeah, so this has been it for me. Thank you guys for watching the video. Like it if you liked it and all that good stuff, and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening and all that good stuff. But I will see you guys in the next video. Hope you enjoyed.